Take on the Anaheim Ducks. Let's get a look at the goaltending matchup tonight. Two of the best in the business for Carolina. Frederik Andersen. He's had 6 days off. He's got a 9-2-0 record and a sparkling save percentage. And so does John Gibson, who's also 9-2-2 on the season. Can't wait to get this one going here. It is West Coast hockey, and the Carolina Hurricanes send out Jordan Staal for the draw, and here we go. This game is underway. Carolina goes into their own zone to get to the puck. Ethan Bear tries to get it out. Anaheim with a good job to keep it in. Now working the puck along the side of the net is Adam Henrique. He'll have that strip from Bear. And Nino Niederreiter will just backflip this one into the Ducks' end. Going back to pick that up is Kevin Shattenkirk, a New Rochelle, New York native. In this offseason here in Anaheim, as the puck will come out of the Duck zone, and Jesper Foss couldn't keep it in. Offside are the Canes, and we get a stoppage of play.
Jordan Staal broke his stick, and equipment manager Bob Gorman immediately got him a new one. And one of the linesmen picking up the shrapnel to the left of Freddie Andersen. The Hurricanes, after the win in Vegas, practiced in Nevada and then traveled here yesterday. They did hold a morning skate.
Face off just outside of the Duck zone. It's won back by Anaheim and flipped into the Canes end. Skate race for it. It's Carolina. Come away. Excellent work by Jakob Silverberg. He's trying to force the puck to the front of the net in the blue paint. It gets there, but it's deflected out of play as Mason McTavish got to stick to it, and that will go into the netting behind Frederik Andersen.
Well, even with the young players that are playing exceptionally well for Anaheim, Dallas Eakins, who was once upon a time a teammate of mine in the American Hockey League, he pointed to the veterans that are steering the ship and leading to the tremendous success. You think about Getzlaff, you think about Fowler, Hampus Lindholm on the back end, and even a guy like Silverberg, the former Ottawa Senator, who just helped to set up that chance.
Now Aho wins the draw against Isaac Lunderstrom, and Carolina will try to get a forecheck going. Svechnikov bumps his man, but the Ducks able to clear the zone. And right on cue is Mason McTavish, shot from the top of the circles, easily detected by Frederik Andersen. Puck finds McTavish. It's across the rink. Good stick work done there by Jordan Martinook, and the Canes are able to get the puck free. Work done for Carolina. Now a giveaway by Shea in the zone, and his shot is popped right on, and Andersen will hang on to that as Delorier was gift wrapped at an opportunity.
Yeah, good to see Brett Pesce back in the lineup, and he slides right in with his familiar partner Brady Shea. D'Angelo did a nice job moving up the pecking order during Pesce's absence. Cole moves over to his natural side. That shot right there went off of Slavin. An underrated stop on the glove for Freddie Andersen. Super to see 22 back in the line.
Yeah, as mentioned, Pesce missed the last 5 games. Now a shot from the point is kicked away by Andersen, and the Canes will clear. Pesce playing in his 415th game tonight as the Canes ice the puck, and a chance to look at the injuries and scratches tonight.
The Hurricanes in the offseason, I thought, really improved their depth on defense. I mean, you look at when Slavin was lost for a good percentage of the Nashville series, Pesce was one of the guys that stood up. Brendan Smith comes in and did a heck of a job in his absence with a game winner.
Trevor Zegras with a dangerous chance, and Andersen has to be ready, and he'll smother that puck.
This is just what the doctor ordered. You provide a good cushion of recovery for Andersen, the workhorse he's been. And now in the first less than 2 minutes, he's felt the puck a couple of times already.
4 shots on goal already in the first 1 minute and 38 seconds of this game for the Ducks. Face-off is won, but an excellent block by Marty Necas up top, and he'll clear the zone. And giving chase for it is Josh Manson. The Ducks have a unusual start to this season. Not a lot was expected of this younger team, but they have come together. Winners of 8 in a row, 10-4-3 on the year, 7-2-1 at home. Canes, meanwhile, 12-2 coming into this one, 6-1 on the road. As Slavin flings one out in front, looking for a deflection from Necas. Now it's knocked down by Kotkaniemi. He centers it, but no one home for Carolina. And the Ducks will skate away. Grant has it, but he'll put himself offside in the Canes' end, stopping things. 17:39 to go here in the first period.
Well, Rod Brindamore's team held a full skate. Dallas Eakins, Anaheim's coach, they had an optional skate. So I think that'll be a fluid situation throughout all of this trip. Rod may take a practice off or have an optional skate. It is optimal because you are playing every other day.
The puck was wired in on Anderson. He gloves it and continues to move it along. And the Canes, long stretch pass, is deflected into the zone. Martinook with chase. He'll roll one in on Gibson, and he'll paddle that out front. Or to be picked up by Shattenkirk. Now the Canes with a turnover. Lawrence bats one, doesn't find its way to Gibson. It'll be picked up by the Ducks. Now kept in, Martinook has it. His shot almost deflected by Lawrence, goes just wide of Gibson's cage. And out is Carrick, but that puck will be deflected into the Ducks bench, and that'll stop things. Let's get a look at the Ducks coach, your former teammate, Trip.
He gave me the game puck as an alternate captain in my first American League win. Classy guy, Dallas Aikens is. And he told me this morning, he said, Trip, we played a lot of hockey, and even though we've continued to win, won their 8th consecutive game over Washington a couple of nights ago, he thinks fatigue could be an issue. They have a couple of days off after this game.
We'll see how the pace will be pushed by the Carolina Hurricanes. We're now in the early going. The better chances have come the Ducks' way, but now Niederreiter trying to change those fortunes for the Canes. Puck goes into the corner. Jesper Fast gives chase. He pushes Hampus Lindholm. And the Ducks will just set up behind their net. Jesper Fast keeps an eye on his man. And stretch pass will be bounced forward where Ryan Getzlaf will get to it. He'll muscle his way through. Drop back right on. Big shot and huge save as Henrique got a rolling puck and put it right on Frederik Andersen.
The former New Jersey Devil and Windsor Spitfire Adam Henrique has played very well. Quality save there as the playmaker that he's always been. Getzlaf sets it up.
Henrique on a 3-game point streak for this Ducks team. Of course, when you win 8 in a row, you'll have a ton of players on point streaks, as do the Ducks right now. Good forecheck by Sebastian Aho. Forcing Jamie Drysdale, another good rookie, to play the puck. Bounces high, still in the Duck zone. Silverberg will get a stick to it. We'll push it forward for Lundstrom. The Canes will corral Svechnikov at his own blue line. As it deflected off of his stick, but having to tag up was McTavish, so the Canes have some time to play with the puck and do. Now Aho will lose it at the Ducks blue line. Svechnikov winds it in, but Aho was offside. The puck goes into the Duck zone. The Canes take the opportunity to change up. Now we get a look at Cam Fowler, one of the older players on the Ducks roster, 29 years old. As his pass is detected by Slavin, kept in Natchez after the play by Slavin. Natchez, cross ice, Canes sneak in the score! Ethan Bears first with the Carolina Hurricanes on a beautiful setup from Marty Natchez. Hang that one in a museum.
What a patient pass, ultra patient from Natchez. In his second game back, they had a feeling he'd be that much more comfortable. He missed a week, and Bear jumps in beautifully. And Bear sets up the game-winning goal from Seth Jarvis in Vegas a couple of nights ago. His feel when to jump always seems to be on the mark. You can tell how much he surprises the winger, and the first thing he does is appreciates the look, the sauce, the pace from Natchez. What a goal.
Well, Natchez had 2 assists against the Golden Knights, and that one is as pretty as they come as the shot is put right on Anderson. He'll make the save as Carrick throws one out. Now Carolina looking to bump up after taking the lead on just the second shot on goal for the Hurricanes here in Anaheim. Quick start for Carolina. Now Brett Pesce back in the lineup here tonight. He will be teamed up with Brady Shea on the defensive pairings, as Tripp pointed out a little bit earlier. Canes will get to that. Brendan Smith doing an excellent job when Brett Pesce missed time. The Canes again have been able to show their depth in the early portion of this season. Of course, contributions up and down the lineup. Ethan Bear's 6-point, his first of the year as a Cane, has put Carolina up 1-0, and now Bear goes back to get the puck behind his net. He'll play it forward for Slavin, off the glass and into the Anaheim zone. Ducks will just be content to clear it. Carolina has to tag up. That'll allow Jesper Fast to put a forecheck on, and Anaheim to come away. Troy Terry, who's been on a tear in the NHL, feeds it to Getzlaf, but excellent stick work by the Carolina Hurricanes' Ian Cole. And now it's Svechnikov the other way. Drop his pass back in a deflection on front by Jarvis. It's Aho with a great setup there. Carolina keeping the pressure on. Puck works to Ian Cole. His shot deflected wide of the Ducks net. Now Anaheim will find a lane and will clear. Jamie Drysdale putting on a show. Puck has worked its way to Lundstrom, right on, and Anderson will make the save. Ethan Bears first with the Carolina Hurricanes. Raise that stick high and point to the passer. Carolina up 1-0 early in Anaheim.
Center and the Hurricanes putting one on the board early thanks to Ethan Bear. But we're talking Seth Jarvis yet again, because why not? A player who's gotten the opportunity to skate on a line with Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov. Talk about three elite players. I asked the 19-year-old about that opportunity, and our Geico quote of the day says they are two of the best in the NHL. So anytime you play with players like that, you've got to make it count. It's just a matter of capitalizing on your chances, guys.
The Canes have certainly capitalized on their chances early, Abby. Thanks for that. And face off to the left of Frederik Andersen. Carolina will control that and send it into the Duck zone, but that's going to be icing.
These three gems just about put together a tick, tack, toe. And I think the neat thing, excellent puck support between Svechnikov and Aho, is Svechnikov and Aho are just as excited to play with Mr. Movember, Seth Jarvis, as he is to play with them. You can see they have some jump in their step because they see his presence and upside.
The Canes will try to chop this out of the zone, as Natchez does, and sends it to the far boards, but it'll be icing. He was on the wrong side of the red line.
He's a classic. He forgot the bench interview tonight. I had to yell across the ice. The captain always helps me out, Jordan Stahl. And he came over, and he's just loosey-goosey. And I love when I asked him about growing defensively and away from the puck, and he's like, well, thank you. I mean, that just tells you how relaxed he is, how much fun he's having, and he has that self-belief.
I love the answer to when you ask, about having fun. Said absolutely. As the Ducks throw this puck back in the Cane zone, they're offside, so that'll bring the face-off outside of the Cane zone. And again, at 19 years old, for me, Tripp, the thing that strikes me is the poise that he has. He does not remind me of a teenager playing in the National Hockey League.
Of course, he's had a couple of goals overruled. His two goals, one was the big spark and a comeback win on the road in Chicago, and then the other, of course, a game winner, Carolina's last game. They've been big goals, period, for different reasons. End of story.
And as you mentioned, he should be amongst the rookie leaders in goals scored, but he's had two taken off the board so far this season. As the Canes now have Kotkaniemi, Lawrence, and Martinook out front. It'll be the Ducks with some room to clear. Cross-ice pass from Delorier. Now with the room, shot goes wide. That was ripped on by Mahura. He was streaking down the wing as the Ducks had a breakout. Carolina now pinned in their corner, getting a look at Ethan Bear, the goal scorer for the Canes, up close. As the puck's still in the Canes' end. Now they'll take the opportunity to send this out. Now, was it contacted? Yes, it was. Out of play. Stopping play here. And we got some college football coming up for fans in the Carolinas. It's college football at its best when Wofford goes to UNC to take on the Tar Heels Saturday at noon Eastern on Bally Sports South and the Bally Sports app. ACC football on Bally Sports is presented by your local Ford dealer.
Ton of traveling Caniacs in Las Vegas, and it's continued right on. When I was down for that interview with Seth Jarvis, a ton of Caniac red. Super to see.
Well, when the Canes have been this good to start the season, you got some destinations out west. No surprise to see the Caniacs out here. The Ducks now keeping the puck in the zone. Manson, his shot deflects into the corner. He picked up there by Grant. Jesper Fost cuts him off, and a good look at that. And Carolina out of their zone. Pass deflected, intended for Fost. That'll force Cam Fowler to play it. He'll have it taken away by Stahl. Now going to pick it up for Carolina's Niederreiter. Up top for D'Angelo. D'Angelo wings it for Stahl. Fowler gets there first. And the Ducks just slapped this out of the zone. 11 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first period. 1-0 Carolina. 4 minutes and 44 seconds into this one on Ethan Bear's first of the year. On a beautiful setup from Martin Natchez. Now Ian Cole handling the puck for the Canes. He's got time in his own end. The pace is slowed down a touch here in the first period. Jarvis slaps the puck in, and Gibson will play it. Will be taken behind the net for Aho. Aho takes a peek. Will throw it up to the point where Bear has it. Bear, cross ice. Backhand pass from Jarvis, and that is broken up by Getzlaf. And here comes Anaheim. Henrique, he'll put one on. Anderson with a save, kicks it right out. Henrique's second chance hits the side of the net. He'll pick up his own rebound. He'll throw it out of the zone. Too far for Hampus Lindholm. Now Carolina will throw the puck in their zone, and Ethan Bear will pick it up.
Ryan Getzlaf, you can see it. He looks slender. He's rejuvenated. He hit the ice during the offseason a lot quicker than he typically does, and congratulations on his 1,000th point. What a career.
19th overall pick in that great 2003 draft. He's still getting the job done. As you mentioned, that 1,000 point. He recorded it Saturday night in the 3-2 overtime win for the Ducks. Their 8th straight when they beat the Washington Capitals. Now Carolina, excellent stick at the blue line to thwart the chance for the Ducks coming into the zone, and we're halfway through the first period. It's Teravainen trying to provide a forecheck, but the Ducks able to get out. And they got some room and winged one right on, and that'll be caught and detected as the McTavish chance goes into the glove of Frederik Andersen. Carolina leads 1-0 here in the first. 92nd player in NHL history with 1,000 points, and just a handful of those players are active in the NHL right now, Tripp.
Well, I remember the guy that Carolina drafted second overall. When he was drafted in the first round, Anaheim had 2 picks, and they hit on both, and he and Corey Perry. Eric Stahl got his 1,000th point when we were in Banff a couple of years ago for the Minnesota Wild against the Chicago Blackhawks. Getzlaf's winning 58% of his draws, and he's still rolling. Unbelievably impressive.
And the Canes will roll the puck in on Gibson, and Getzlaf, as you mentioned, looked like he's a rookie again, or at least a few years in as the Canes now with a good shift. Kotkaniemi trying to get the puck down low for Martinook. He does get some help from Lawrence. Canes will wrap it around. Anaheim trying to clear. Shea jumps up from his defensive position to help out. Heavy hits along the side. Now Shea will pick it up. His quick shot off the shoulder of Gibson. He had to be ready for it. Second attempt is wandered through, and Gibson will put the glove on top of that.
Gapping up and pinching. Let's go back and look at the goal. Watch Slavin. Gaps up. He has support. Eventually, just watch him gap up on Delorier. Keeps the puck in, and then it's the nature show. One winger turns the puck over to Delorier, and Sonny Milano, he doesn't locate Ethan Bear. Milano wearing number 12. So you take advantage of 2 wingers, Delorier and then Milano with an active defense.
And for Ethan Bear, his first goal since May 1st, back when he was with the Edmonton Oilers. That came against Calgary. You know that Ethan Bear is comfortable playing on the West Coast. His first goal was a beauty. Now it's the Ducks coming the other way. Troy Terry trying to feather it across. Andersen with a save on the rebound. They'll score! Terry cleans up the rebound. Andersen with the initial save, but the Ducks have tied it up here in the first.
Now the formidable transition game of Terry and the Ducks. Too bad because Andersen makes a tremendous save on the initial chance. I think he read the fact that the pass was coming, gets over, isn't able to pounce on it, and Terry wins the race to the net. So Terry makes the pass, but then he doesn't become a spectator. And we're just over 10 minutes in, and he's extended his point streak to 16 games. Unbelievable. Boy, what a selection in the mid-rounds of the 2015 draft.
5th round pick for the Anaheim Ducks from the same draft that produced Sebastian Aho for the Canes. As face-off at center ice will do it again for Terry. He was on a 15-game point streak that was tied with Connor McDavid for the longest point streak. He's now at 16. When you take a look at Troy Terry, the light bulb has really been turned on this year for his game. The 24-year-old with his 12th goal of the season. Adam Henrique is going to get the assist as Terry was trying to set up Henrique for the goal. For Carolina, they're being outshot 11-5 here in the first period. Now Aho comes up with a steal in the corner as the puck is in the Duck zone. Up top, D'Angelo's shot doesn't get through, and the Ducks with that transition breaking away again. As Lundstrom will get to it, throwing it into the Canes end. Cole cuts off Silverberg, and Carolina's Aho lugging the mail through center ice to Jarvis, trying to get it back to Aho, but the puck will roll in, and Gibson will stop it right there.
I mentioned a couple of nights ago in Vegas that during the 2004-2005 NHL lockout, Terry, a young player in the Denver area, played for Hall of Famer Joe Sakic. And Joe Sakic said, oh my gosh, this guy can stick handle in a phone booth. And he goes to the U.S. development program. I think one of the reasons he lasted until the 5th round is he didn't have the production at the U.S. development program that then he did at Denver and developed properly. San Diego, the American Hockey League affiliate. Wow, what a player he is right now.
Yeah, he is, as they would like to say in the hockey parlance, on a roll. As now the Ducks clear the puck that goes off the glass and into the Anaheim bench, stopping things with 8:09 here in the first period.
Mike, going back to Hurricanes Live, you can see why Rod Brindamore would prefer this game to be played on the forecheck. Slavin gaps up on Delorier, eventually Natchez with a beautiful, skillful pass to a surprising Ethan Bear. The transition game, that is what Anaheim, they want this thing to be transition chances. You want to play on the forecheck.
The Canes will push the puck forward, and Gibson has to pad that out to the boards. It'll be picked up by Carrick. And away comes the Ducks into the Canes end. As Grant is checked there by Niederreiter. Puck's work behind the Canes net. Now it'll be kick free for Trocheck. Trocheck with speed into the Anaheim zone. Takes a peek, tries to center. Pesce was coming in from his defensive position, couldn't connect. Now Carolina will throw the puck back in off of Natchez's stick. Gibson will stick handle it. Trocheck forces the action. And the Ducks coming away with the puck. It'll be Sam Steele putting it into the Cane zone. Nothing coming of that. As Carolina will get to the puck. Anaheim wanted to make a change, and they will. Natchez will settle it down and get the puck for Slavin. As the Ducks, it's a little bit like the mid-90s, just waiting in the neutral zone for Carolina. Tipped in for Kotkaniemi, works it back for Lawrence as the Canes and the Ducks end. Now worked up top for Bear, settles the puck, deflected, and it doesn't get through as Martinook got a good stick to it, but it didn't find the target. Now Martinook keeps it in, takes a big shove, but throws the puck behind Gibson's net. Anaheim will pick it up. Mahura will work it around, and now the Ducks tipping it across into the Canes end. Delorier, he'll go in with a big hit. Delorier with 76 hits, tied for the lead in the NHL this year. Trying to knock his man off with a puck. Getting some help now from Sonny Milano. Milano in the corner. Slavin will get there. Bear's got to take a hit from Delorier. Does. But the Canes are able to get it out thanks to Jordan Martinook.
I'll tell you, the Kotkaniemi line with Lawrence and Martinook flanking Jesperi, they've had some good shifts in Vegas and so far here tonight. Most of their shifts in the offensive zone.
Shea has it knocked away from him by Terry, and now Vincent Trocheck, you've liked his game.
Well, he and John Gibson are great friends. The two of them and JT Miller played together in Pittsburgh growing up. He should have taken this to the net. He had all sorts of room. Thought he tried to force a pass that wasn't there. I think he should have gone mano-a-mano against his good friend John Gibson.
Face off to the left of Frederick Anderson. Kept in by the Ducks. Shot. Anderson didn't see it. Got a pad on the rebound. Another save by Anderson. As he robbed Jamie Drysdale, who jumped up from his defensive position. Frederick Anderson's been tested often. He's a big reason why this game's 1-1 in the first. Jacob Slavin and Frederick Anderson talking things over. Carolina being outshot 15-7 right now in the first trip.
Well, Getzlaf winning 58% of his draws, and then the patient nature gets at the front of the net through traffic. 1 save, 2 saves, 3 saves from Anderson. It always started by the captain, Ryan Getzlaf. But Jamie Drysdale, the second save, this guy is as advertised. He can really move. The defenseman jumping down. I thought his chance was the best one, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
Also a rookie, and he has made his mark now as Manson feathers one that goes wide of Anderson's crease as the Ducks have possession in the Canes end. Grab chance by Terry, misses everything. That line has been as advertised here tonight as the Canes ice the puck, so a draw coming all the way back to the Canes end with 5:45 left in the first.
Well, you saw the still special ability of Ryan Getzlaf. And he wins the draw, goes up high. He could have easily gotten rid of the puck prematurely and recognized there was traffic, just got it to the net. Chain reaction from there.
Now the face-off is pushed behind the Canes net. Henrique centers one. Nobody home for Anaheim. Manson, though, with a keep-in. Now it's Terry trying to work away from Brady Shea. And he does. He'll get the puck down low. Henrique pinned by Pesce. Pesce back in action tonight. Now the shot fanned on by Getzlaf. It'll go into the corner. Pesce gets a stick to it, reaches out for it, but it'll be picked up by Terry. Trying to send it for Getzlaf, but he fans on the opportunity. Now the puck popped high into the air. Carolina trying to clear, and they will. Just out of the zone, Sebastian Aho with a good stick. Now it'll find its way to Svechnikov. Svechnikov for Aho. Aho back behind the net. Played up to the top of the Canes. Working it to DeAngelo. He's trying to work his way past McTavish. Will take the puck away from DeAngelo. Canes will throw it right back. Ducks almost had too many men on the ice. Now a steal chance coming up here as Trocheck throws one right on, and Gibson makes the save. Rebound scooped up by the Ducks. Back the other way into the Canes, and shot batted on. Anderson makes the save as Silverberg put one on from a funky angle.
Boy, did the Ducks move up the ice quickly, but a self-created chance, starting his shift on time from Trocheck. Pure effort. Swoops this puck forward and gets it to the net on the backhand. And then before you can even settle down, here come the Ducks. And Anderson wisely holds on. 2 goals off of sharp line changes in Vegas a couple of nights ago, and there Vincent Trocheck starts his shift with a purpose.
Now Stahl will win the draw back for Slavin. He'll flip the puck high into the neutral zone for Jesper Fast, but Niederreiter inched in a little bit early. Offsides are the Canes. 4:23 to go in the first period. 1-1 between the Hurricanes and Ducks.
Want to get pucks behind the Ducks defense. I think it can be enticing because Rod Brind'Amour's team up front and on the back end has as much or more skill, probably more than they've ever had. But their bread and butter is going to work in the attacking zone.
Canes trying to go to work as Stahl with a big shoulder into the corner. Gets the puck for Jesper Fast. And worked around the board, Slavin. Stahl will get to it. Puck will bounce away from the Canes captain. And out come the Ducks with that transition game. Delorier throws one right on, and the return pass misses Delorier by Trevor Zegras. Another rookie for this Ducks team who is off to a good start. Puck back in the Anaheim zone. Jumping up from his corner is Ethan Bear. Gets some help from Jordan Stahl. Now Niederreiter comes over to free up the puck. Still battered around the boards. Carolina will keep it in. Bear's shot right on and right into the catching glove of John Gibson. Coming up, we've got some NBA basketball for you when the Indiana Pacers take on the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow at 6:30. That's on Bally Sports Southeast and the Bally Sports app.
Another chance from Ethan Bear. He's been hopping here in this first period. And watching Ethan Bear, the former Edmonton Oiler, on a daily basis, you can always see it in his preparation, seeing him every day. An excellent deal of urgency.
4th NHL season for Bear, and he is settling in here in Carolina. As Trocheck bats the puck to the point for Cole. Natchez has it. Worked across. Tony DeAngelo. Sharp angle, looking for the deflection from Teravainen, just off. Puck kept in by Cole. He'll flip it into the corner for Teravainen. Teravainen gets a big shove from Manson. Teravainen loses his stick, has to pick it up as Sam Steele stuck his nose into the corner, and Anaheim able to push the puck out of their own end. Now Ian Cole, he has time as under 3 minutes remain here in the first period. We have had a fast-moving period at times. As Anaheim showing their speed. Carolina trying to work some of that forecheck now as DeAngelo's pass is deflected in as Gibson plays it behind the net for Manson. And the Ducks try to clear. It's kept in by Shea, hammered over the top of the net. Gibson never saw it. And the puck just deflected to the side of Gibson. The Canes, though, were making a change, so there was no secondary opportunity. Now Silverberg into the Canes end. Takes a shove from Brady Shea. Getting some help from Mason McTavish. McTavish, the 18-year-old. He'll get it back, shot put right on. As that's from a sharp angle from Shattenkirk, and Anderson will settle things down here.
Now the former Duck settles it down. Anderson and Teuvo Teravainen played his best hockey as a Chicago Blackhawk against the Ducks and played some big-time games to win a conference final in this building. He was playing in a line with Patrick Sharp and Antoine Vermette. And I don't think the Hawks advanced to winning one of their 3 Stanley Cups, the only one Teuvo was a part of. if his line wasn't as good as they were against Anaheim in that conference final.
Now the puck along the boards, picked up by the Ducks after the face-off. It's Terry trying to pull away from Brady Shea. Terry stopping, starting, going left and right, and he is knocked down, and his backhand chance is deflected away as Enrique was out in front. Now Svechnikov with the puck. He'll send it in on Gibson. And Gibson gets some help to play it away. And Getzlaf, 1,000-point man, trying to step away from Seth Jarvis, but the rookie comes up with a big play on the veteran, sending it into the Duck zone. Kane's on the forecheck. Jarvis gets to it, allowing Svechnikov to get a stick along the boards. Now Aho takes a bump off of Terry and throws it into the corner. Trying to clear it is Mahura. And the Ducks having trouble exiting the zone. Turnover as the Canes get to it. Svechnikov's pass, though, intercepted, and Anaheim will just send it out to center ice. Canes jumping right back into the play. Jarvis takes a peek. His shot right on Gibson. Kotkaniemi with a rebound. Sends it up top. Bear. Back to Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi playing with the puck, settling it down. As Martinook will get to it. He'll step away from Getzlaf. Back to Kotkaniemi. Now it's up top. Slavin will blast one. That goes wide. Bear pinching in. Can't keep it in. It gets past him. And Silverberg tried to go one-on-one against Slavin. Instead, he'll send it deep into the Kane zone. 40 seconds remain here in the first.
Another offensive zone shift from the Kotkaniemi line.
As the puck goes over the glass and into the netting behind Frederik Andersen. So that'll stop some play with 38 seconds left in the first.
Usually during a line change, it's the center who comes on the ice first. We saw Trocheck create a chance, creating a turnover coming on the ice first, and Kotkaniemi, after an excellent shift from the Aho line, comes on and starts with a true purpose. He just needs to stick with it. He's been good.
Now Jordan Staal takes the draw, one back by the Ducks. 30 seconds remain here in the first period, a 1-1 game. A shot from the blue line is deflected and it hits the post and goes out of play. As that shot is put on by McTavish, Drysdale, a bunch of players out in front, and the Canes get lucky.
Well, it was just offsides. And so that's why the faceoff comes outside, but you could tell that Andersen could not track it.
A shot from the blue line is deflected. Now the play on with 20 seconds to go here in the first period. Canes will win the draw. Push the puck into the Ducks net. Now Niederreiter with a stuffed chance. Gibson holds the post. And he'll hang on there as the puck is stopped with 12.3 seconds to go here in the first.
Travel. I think the Hurricanes should get better as this game goes along. So even or better on the road against a team that's won 8 straight. John Gibson really has only had to be the difference in just one game for the Ducks. That's how consistently good they've been. I mean, for me, Carolina's exemplary record, I think that Andersen's probably been the difference in 2, maybe even 3 games. He's just been a piece to the puzzle. Connor Hellebuck, you're talking about 2 of the top American-born goaltenders in the NHL.
Well, the U.S. is in good hands in goal. Canes are in good hands as well as a giveaway. Bad hands by the Ducks, and that shot by Brady Shea is detected by Gibson. 7 seconds left in the first.
Gibson gives Jarvis a little shot. This has been fun watching. Jarvis, Aho, and Svechnikov have gone toe-to-toe against the Getzlaf line all period long. That gives him a little tug.
Just acknowledging the good play of Seth Jarvis. As Jarvis now gets the puck across. Work for Pesce, his shot slapped through. Pass across the boards, and that's how the first period will come to an end. Coming up, we've got the PNC Bank first intermission report.
His team award, and Freddie Andersen spends his offseason out here in Southern California. He has found it's the best place for him to train. And I mentioned in the first period that Gibson was, I think, when he broke onto the scene, the Pittsburgh native, a really athletic goaltender, but he has added some tremendous mechanics to his game. I think Freddie has underrated athleticism.
Absolutely.
To, I think, complement the foundation that is his size and mechanics.
Again, the goalie partners that won the Jennings Trophy that goes to the fewest goals allowed during the course of a season, and that was all the way back in the 2015-16 year, and now they're staring each other down at the other end of the rink. They've done it a few times, though. Gibson, by the way, on a 7-game winning streak And that is, for him, a career high. As the Canes will wrap the puck in on Gibson, he'll keep it moving. Now, good play by Stahl, as Gibson's got to deflect his way out of the net. A little too far. Niederreiter giving chase, but getting back to pick up the puck is Adam Henrique. Canes with another steal, keeping it to the blue line. Fost has it. His shot blocked by Gibson. And he'll punch that forward for Troy Terry. Terry's got to pull up at the center ice line. Henrique will get to it, and we'll just send it in on Frederik Andersen.
Another good pinch at the offensive blue line from Slavin, like was the case on Carolina's only goal, leading to a Fost chance.
Now, Svechnikov's shot is deflected. That goes over the top of the Anaheim net. Carolina, good jump here to start the second. Svechnikov trying to feed it out in front for Jarvis, but his pass is deflected from Fowler. Now the Canes with another stick to the puck, forcing Gibson out of his net to play it. Now D'Angelo with a shove on McTavish. Gibson comes out of his cage to play it. Canes force another steal. D'Angelo works the puck across. Shot put right on Gibson with a save. Rebound chance, Jarvis. And Gibson will hang on to that.
As I expected, Carolina would start to get their sea legs, and they have already 90 seconds into the period. Stahl forces the turnover. You had convergence. You nearly scored. Then you had puck retrieval. As I mentioned, Slavin holds the offensive blue line, finds Fost. Good mechanical save on Fost from Gibson. Then Cole with the initial chance. Gibson wisely holds on with the glove to the rebound. Excellent start for the Hurricanes here in the second.
Now Trocheck, Teravainen, and Natchez out. Draws one back for Pesce. We'll get it to Trocheck, to Pesce. Pesce, he'll throw one right on, and a big save by Gibson. Flashing out the left pad for a toe save. Carolina throws it right back in after the clear. Trocheck to the puck. Ducks will get a stick to it. Grant trying to clear. Will plays it forward for Steele. Sam Steele lowers his shoulder. Taken off the play by Brady Shea. Good defensive work, but the Ducks possession in the Canes end. Shot hammered by Lindholm into the corner. One off the skate of Teravainen. Trocheck trying to outmuscle Grant. Puck thrown back behind the Canes netminder Andersen. Pesce gets to it. Again, Brett Pesce back in the lineup tonight. They're missing the last 5 games, and the Ducks now with a keep in. As that shot is deflected away by Pesce right on cue. So he got in front of the Sam Steele shot. Now the Ducks with a keep in at the point. Mahura. A sharp angle shot deflected out front. Andersen with the save. As Delorier got a stick to that. Now he'll give it away, and the Canes have some room to skate out of their own end. Teravainen can't get the puck in deep, though. The Ducks will push it back into the Canes zone. Pesce. Long shift for the Canes defenseman. Works it around the boards. That puck will be picked up by Sonny Milano. Now behind the Canes net, Shea will swat at it. Delorier plays it back around the boards. Now a leave right there for Zegras. Nothing coming of that. Puck back into the corner. Now the Ducks circling into the Cane zone. Wrapping the puck around. Getting an opportunity to chop it out as Natchez can't clear, though. Off the boards, now a chance out in front. Second opportunity as Milano had a rebound on the bouncing puck. And now this one is going to be deflected out of play by the Hurricanes, and that's going to be a penalty against Carolina.
The whole sequence begins when Teravainen isn't able to get a puck deep at the offensive blue line. Anaheim has a couple of great A's, including this really nice save on the backhand from Andersen. Earlier, he made a heck of a save with an upright collarbone right here on Delorier. So the whole thing, you avoid it if Tavo, and Tavo's a veteran player, he'd be the first to admit it, if he's able to get a puck behind the Anaheim defense. And the referees, by the way, full compliments, like was the game. And you can see this puck from Natchez, who sets up the only goal at this end, deflects it into the netting. First penalty of the game. The referees in Vegas and here so far tonight have done an excellent job of letting 5-on-5 dictate the night.
Steve Gazzari and Ian Walsh are the officials tonight. Ryan Gibbons and Caleb Apperson are the linesmen. The Canes penalty kill go to work. 52 of 60 on the season are the Canes penalty killers. That's 6th best in the NHL. Ducks have a devastating power play, 15 of 54 this year. That's 4th best in the NHL.
Well, they've added Jeff Ward to really maestro the power play, complimenting Dallas Eakins on the Anaheim coaching staff, and Newell Brown He factors in too. Newell Brown, who once upon a time recruited Rod Brindamore as an assistant coach to Ron Mason at Michigan State. A bit of a tape issue on the top of Freddie Anderson's stick. Anaheim, with their power play that's been approaching 30%, has really done a nice job of being willing to shoot pucks, and their retrieval has been noticeable as well.
For the Ducks, their power play again has been one of the tops in the league. Getting ready to take the draw. It's Ryan Getzlaf against Vincent Trocheck. To the right of Frederik Andersen. Puck tied up in the circle. Slavin's able to get to it, and he can free the zone, wrapping it hard around the boards. Force Anaheim to retreat back into their own end. And a loose pass. The Canes will get to it, send it right back in. Gibson has to settle it down behind his net. He will. Now it's Hampa's Lindholm starting the Ducks power play. Throwing the puck in the corner. Carolina's Shea will get to it, can't clear. Kept in at the point by Getzlaf. We'll put it back for Lindholm. Lindholm back down low behind the Canes net. It's Getzlaf. Out to the point. It's Zegras. Now Lindholm. Back to Zegras. Zegras looking for a shot. Instead, he'll play it back. Lindholm looks for one. That's deflected out in front. Big block by Ian Cole. Zegras will get the puck right back. Lindholm's shot. That goes over the top of the Canes net. Now Anderson's cage is dislodged off of the pegs, and that'll stop play with 15:33 in the period and 59 seconds left in the penalty to H's.
Mike, you can see everything I was talking about in the Anaheim power play. A willingness to shoot pucks, and they get bodies to the front of the net, and the 150-50 Silverberg had puck retrieval, leading to another good chance. The net was knocked off, so a good bounce for Carolina. That the faceoff will come out to the neutral zone. Pesce back in the lineup, did not begin killing this penalty, but he's out on the ice.
Again, good to see Brett Pesce back on the ice. Sebastian Aho will take the draw, but it's won back by the Ducks. Now some fancy stick handling, throwing in front. Terry on Henrique, and a huge save on Anderson. Anderson robbing Henrique, who was sprung by Troy Terry, and the Canes will clear.
Boy, he has a good blocker. I have seen it constantly this year from Freddie Anderson. That was a heck of a stop.
Now Terry overskates the puck, but Henrique will get to it. Back to Fowler. Now Henrique to Fowler. His pass across the ice, set up, deflected by Milano off the side of the net. Shea now giving chase, back to Milano. And Henrique works it to Terry, up top for Fowler. Back to Terry, looking for a pass. Fowler's shot, that goes deflected wide. 10 seconds left in the penalty to Natchez. Puck comes free, and the Canes, Aho with it. He takes a peek, realizes he doesn't have numbers, smartly pulls up, and the Canes will kill off this penalty as Natchez comes out of the box, 5-on-5 aside.
Big block from Teravainen. He may not have gotten a puck in deep earlier, but that was a big block.
Now Slavin. Across for Bear. You can hear the Ducks fans for the first time tonight as the Canes have possession in the Ducks zone. Bear at the point. His shot goes through just to the left of Gibson. Kotkaniemi trying to keep it in for the Canes. He'll swat at it. Carolina will keep it in. Kotkaniemi is given a shove along the boards by Lundstrom. The Ducks will get to it and send Ethan Bear back into his own end. 13:50 remaining here in Anaheim in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. Both goals coming in the first. Get a look at Lundstrom and Kotkaniemi, who's trying to come up with the forecheck. Now the Canes trying to keep it in. Ducks just pop it out of their zone. Tavish, the 18-year-old born in Switzerland, had it, but the Canes take it away, and it's Aho with the puck. Trying to set it up for Svechnikov. He loses the handle, and Cam Fowler flying into the Canes zone. Leaves the puck back there for Sam Steele, but he overskates it. Now it's Aho the other way. Turns Manson around. Aho, his backhand pass can't get to Svechnikov. He almost comes up with a steal. Players entangled to the right of Gibson. And the Ducks back into the Canes end. It's Fowler. He looks for a shot, gets it on, and Anderson makes the save as Carrick was cruising in the neighborhood. 13:04 left in the second period. Freddie Andersen has been sharp tonight, robbing Adam Henrique and keeping this at 1-1.
to center where Vincent Trocheck and several of these players are away from their families on this long road trip. But in the Trocheck household, it's safe to say his kids might be the biggest, I should say, huge Caniacs trip, Tracy. Look at this, Leo's Hockey League. This was his Caniac-themed birthday party he had recently. Hillary, his wife, said, Leo, that's all he wanted, just a Canes-themed birthday party, the one thing that he asked for. Don't you love it?
Great stuff.
Get me over there to satisfy my sweet tooth.
No kidding.
We'll be talking to Vincent about that after the game.
The Canes trying to satisfy and get a lead, but that shot right on, and that's handled by Gibson. And Vincent Trocheck and company having a talk about that.
He's been a great Hurricane. Took him a little while to adjust, both before the initial COVID pause and then in the COVID bubble. But I think where things, aside from comfort, to a new team in a new area, a new city, as he had spent all of his NHL career in Florida, as he spent the entire offseason after being eliminated by the Boston Bruins in the bubble, training with, among others, Jacob Slavin and Jordan Stahl.
Canes win the draw on the Ducks end, and the shot by Shea was deflected to the corner off of Gibson's catching glove. Natchez keeps it in, takes a bounce. Fowler is able to get a stick to it. The Ducks will clear. Canes have to tag up. Puck just a little too far for Pesce. He gives a bump there on Getzlaf. And the Ducks into the Canes end. It's Fowler. Terry will tip it on Anderson, and Anderson stands upright and will leave it for Natchez. 12:25 to go here in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. Trocheck deflecting the puck into the Anaheim zone. Gibson with a one-hand Olay throws it around for Fowler, who pops it up high. Stout play. And the Canes at his own blue line is Ian Cole. Natchez get the puck forward. Trocheck will send it in. Niederreiter goes to give chase, but Fowler plays it quickly around. And the Ducks, they'll use a high flip into the Canes end, but D'Angelo cuts that off. And the Hurricanes, quick pass up for Jesper Fast at the Ducks blue line. Now Stahl jumps into the zone, but he has that taken away from him. Sonny Milano's pass is deflected by Niederreiter. The Ducks just throw it out to center ice where the Canes will pick it up. D'Angelo rimmed around. He picked up by Josh Manson. And now the Ducks will clear. And Zegras showing his speed, bursting into the Canes zone, working around D'Angelo. Zegras sets the puck up, shot right on, and that'll be detected by Anderson. He's jumping into the play with Shattenkirk.
Shattenkirk, who won a Stanley Cup with the Tampa Bay Lightning, just misses there. Very active defense here from the Ducks.
Now Martinook takes a big hit at center ice, but he's able to get the puck in deep for Gibson. Now some pushing and shoving behind the play, but the Ducks, Zegras coming right back in. Shot put right on, and it's a good setup there as Delorier took the one-timer from Zegras. Anderson, though, with the save. It's the 23rd shot on goal for the Anaheim Ducks here, and we've got 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period. Now Aho knocks it away from McTavish. Trying to come up with a steal, loose puck. Shea gets it, walks down the slot. His backhand, though, is off the body of Lundstrom. Carolina sends it right back in the Duck zone. They've got to tag up. And that'll give Shattenkirk a chance to play the puck off the boards. He does, but right to his fellow number, Brett Pesce, both wearing 22. Shattenkirk's second chance to clear. This one a better result for the Ducks, but Pesce will pick up the loose change. We are halfway through the second period. 1-1 hockey game here in Anaheim, California. Canes have gone 8-2 in their last 10. Ducks 8-0-2 in their last 10. As this puck goes into the Canes bench, and that will stop play. 9:51 to go here in the second period. Tony DeAngelo and the Carolina Hurricanes tied with the Ducks, one apiece.
Was Newell Brown, who recruited a one-year Spartan, Rod Brind'Amour, or Rod left to sign with St. Louis and go to the NHL. And Newell, what a coach he's been for many, many years, collegiately and for many years in the National Hockey League. He told me this morning, Rod's 1 year at Michigan State, Rod used to, on one leg and then the other, jump around the steps on the entire lower bowl at Monterina at Michigan State. My legs got tired just thinking about it, on one leg.
I'm not surprised at anything that he has ever done when it comes to physical play. And a little surprised now as Teuvo Teravainen is going to be called for tripping, and Gibson leaves the net, so delayed penalty coming up against the Carolina Hurricanes. This will give Hampus Lindholm an opportunity as the Ducks storm into the Canes end. Ian Cole, nice play standing up Troy Terry, but no possession for the Canes. Ducks continue to keep it with the extra attacker. Now a shot is waved on, and the Canes will touch it there as Zegras' drive was fanned on, and Teuvo Teravainen will be going to the box for an offensive zone trip.
Yeah, you'd prefer not to happen in the offensive zone. Hampus Lindholm, the veteran defenseman, draws the calls. It's a hook. Steve Kozari calls it a hook. And this is the Swede drawing the hook from the Finn. Oh, you really get a bit of an inkling, a gut feeling that this is a crucial kill. Because for me, Anaheim, from what I've seen through the first half of regulation, they are for real.
No doubt about that. The Canes penalty killers, though, have already done the job once here tonight, limiting the Ducks to one shot on goal on their power play opportunity. But this is the second chance for Anaheim here, and already 15 seconds gone by, and the penalty to Teravainen. Puck along the boards in the Cane zone. Jesper Fast will find an opening and deposit it in center ice. Jesper Fast has been so steady for the Hurricanes this year, beyond just the 5 goals. Now the Ducks will give the puck away as Brady Shea gets to it, and he'll hammer it, but not out of the zone. Excellent keeping by Terry as he glides in, trying to set up Silverberg. Loose puck. Canes will not make the mistake on this one. They'll send it the length of the ice. Gibson will play it, but a quick pass right up, and the Ducks have a break. It's Getzlaf patiently out front, and Anderson somehow gets across and interferes enough with Terry to stop that chance. Power play still moving for the Ducks. Getzlaf to Lindholm. Now it goes across the way, and Zegras can't handle it. Carolina trying to clear it. Excellent play by Lindholm, soccer styling it along the board. Zegras can't handle it. Lindholm, though, just swipes it out of the Canes end. So Carolina will fight that off, and just 40 seconds left in the penalty to Teravainen.
I would not be surprised. Freddie Anderson played here with Ryan Getzlaf. Getzlaf has always been a pass-first kind of guy, and he got a good jump on that pass because of it.
Now the Ducks keeping it in. Terry works it across. Shot hammered right on, and Anderson makes the save with traffic out in front. Now Terry to Fowler up top. He works the puck across, now finding Terry. Terry bothered by Natchez. Good work by Natchez, and the Canes get a break as the Ducks push the puck out of the zone, and just 8 seconds left in the penalty to Teravainen. Now Ian Cole will get to it. Canes slap at it, can't clear. Kept in by Anaheim. Cole gets in front of that pass. Out of the box comes Teravainen, but the Ducks still with pressure. Shot put right on, and Anderson will make the save. As Troy Terry upset with himself that he didn't pick a corner, but the Canes can rely on Frederik Andersen on this kill.
Now let's just watch here. 280 goals as opposed to 720 assists. You see Freddie Andersen, I think he knows. First of all, Natchez does a good job buying Freddie some time. But you're looking at Getzlaf, a lot of guys would have shot that puck. I mean, for years it was Getzlaf finding a guy that's willing to shoot it in Corey Perry. I think Anderson knew who the puck carrier was and really exploded from right to left.
Well, the Canes are now 2 for 2 killing off penalties tonight. That was a big kill, Trip, as you were foreshadowing it, the way this game has gone. Well, the Canes get momentum off of it as Pesce jumps up from his defensive position. Bost jump back to keep the puck in the zone. Now Stahl back behind the net. Stopping and starting with it is Niederreiter. Niederreiter loses the handle as now it's a steal by Foss to Niederreiter, who's taken down. No call as the Canes good with a stick at the blue line, creating that chance. And looking to create more offense. It's Jordan Stahl. The captain backhands one in and giving chase to Svechnikov. Now a turnover as D'Angelo knocked it down, and the Ducks get it right back. Linesman gets in the way of a pass. Canes take advantage. Jarvis to Svechnikov. His shot deflected wide. Now picked back up to D'Angelo. He'll send it down low. Behind the net, it's Svechnikov. His wrap chance is handled by Gibson. Aho to D'Angelo. D'Angelo. He has that sticked away from him by Grant. And now we've got some action behind the play.
I think 4-on-4. We'll see after we get back from the commercial timeout. I think it'll be coincidentals.
Well, we will sort out the roughings that'll be going on after this. We're tied at 1 late in the second. Well, Sebastian Aho, as they like to say, shoot more, score more. Pretty appropriate there, Trip.
Well, he's going to certainly be featured on our first 4-on-4 segment of the game coming up. More time and space for Aho and company. And recently we were talking about a stretch where he wasn't scoring, but the opportunities were all there, and all he did, as he always does, is stuck with it. First star in the last home win over St. Louis. They continued that right on to a sterling performance in Vegas. He won't start this 4-on-4, but I'm sure he will enjoy some of it. As two of the bigger bodies, Manson and Andrei Svechnikov, both in the box.
Just a little bit of rough stuff behind the play. So we'll get 4 aside and more open ice for these teams. And have put their speed on display here tonight. Anaheim, as you've said, as advertised with what they've done to get to their 10-4-3 record. But now 4-on-4 will have to do the draw again. And of course, we've seen the Canes all year stay consistent with their game and what it's all about.
Well, the Hurricanes have continued to be a sensational story in the league, consistently so. From what I've seen, and we're going to see the LA Kings, who are ahead of schedule on Saturday afternoon. I don't see any reason that the Ducks, that this can't be sustainable. They've been impressive through the first 35 minutes or just thereabouts of this game.
Again, it was from the preseason prognosticators supposed to be easy to go through California. Not right now. Slavin now works in from the point. His shot right on Gibson. We'll stop that as Jacob Slavin with some offensive flair there from the defensive position. And John Gibson had to make a stout save. Now we'll just sit here for 1:40 and 4-on-4 hockey remaining here. And the Ducks, Silverberg can't handle it. Trocheck will pick up the loose puck. Trocheck, his centering pass for Slavin, hits a skate, and away comes Anaheim. The Ducks in the Cane zone. Slavin gets back in time to bother Lundstrom. Good defensive play by Jacob Slavin. Now it's worked down for Lindholm, who tried to work his way, and then he goes over the top of Frederik Andersen. And the Canes are going on the power play as Hampus Lindholm just ran over Frederik Andersen. Now Andersen goes to the bench, and the Canes can put out the extra attacker. It'll be 5-on-4 until the Ducks touch up the puck. Room for the Canes. Marty Necas sends it across, back to Necas, can't connect the dots. And with the touch of the puck, the Ducks are going to be shorthanded for the first time tonight. Hampus Lindholm for goaltender interference.
Good decision, I think, from Trocheck right after Lindholm was guilty of going interference, not to retaliate. He lost the puck at the last second. There's nothing in Hampus Lindholm's reputation. I think that's just because he collided within the paint. He may have been nudged in. Prior to that, Slavin goes backhand, forehand. You can see Gibson vertically does a fine job of really holding the short side. I don't know if it was possible for Slavin to elevate that puck that quickly. That's a tough one, I think, honestly, for Lindholm, because he is entitled to make a play at the net, loses the puck at the last second, and really doesn't have time to recover and avoid the crease. Good chance in the power play.
Either way, the Canes will be going on a power play, their first of the evening. The Ducks will bat the puck into the Canes' end and take 10 seconds off already. The Canes' first man advantage of the night. Carolina's power play 13 for 53 on the season, 8th in the NHL. As they go to work, DeAngelo, it's a 4-on-3 power play for the Canes. Aho to DeAngelo, worked across the ice. Teravainen now for Trocheck, trying to get it back to DeAngelo. He does. DeAngelo drifts down low. Canes keeping it in, taking a look, back up, shake and bake with the puck is Necas. And we'll get it back for DeAngelo. His shot off the shoulder of Gibson, and the Ducks will clear. And in 4 seconds, we'll be going back to a 5-on-4 power play for the Canes. Now Necas winds it in. Aho gets it across. DeAngelo's shot is deflected. Kept in the corner now, Getzlaf, and the Ducks have a break. Short-handed into the Cane zone. Manson, he has that taken away by Svechnikov. Good play. Then Manson upended off of his pegs by Svechnikov. No call. You can hear the Duck fans reacting. Now Svechnikov shot right on Gibson. Carolina with 40 seconds left on the power play. D'Angelo with it. His backhand pass. Teravainen to Svechnikov. Canes working the puck, looking for a lane. Across for D'Angelo. D'Angelo drifting. Sends it back for Natchez, too far off the boards, and the Canes have got to tag up. 15 seconds left in the power play. Aho takes a big hit along the boards from Mahura. And the Canes now send Jacob Slavin out on the ice with just 8 seconds left in this power play. Slavin, great job to getting the puck into the Duck zone. Loses an edge, keeps it in the corner. Niederreiter will get to it. Tries to center it out front for Stahl. Stahl now to Slavin. Slavin shot right on. Second opportunity. Gibson makes the save on the first. Might have got a piece of the second. Now Bear giving a heavy shove. Gets the puck down low for Stahl. The hits are picking up here in Anaheim. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Niederreiter behind the Anaheim net. He's given a hard shoulder, but gets the puck to Stahl in front. Grab chance through the blue paint. Gibson got to stick to that. Now back for Niederreiter. He's bothered by Shattenkirk. Niederreiter to the Ducks' blue line. Off the boards, trying to get it to Jarvis. Now Niederreiter gives a shove. Canes keeping it out. Jumps over the stick of Ethan Bear. And the Canes, though, right back, quick pass for Stahl, but the Canes will be offside. And that'll stop things with 1:52 here to go in the second period.
No question, the most physical this game has been in the last couple of minutes. After 4-on-4 and then a Carolina power play, we get back to 5-on-5 and a heavy shift from the captain, along with his line mates, Nino Niederreiter and Jesper Fast. Good forechecking sequence. I'll tell you what, I couldn't tell for sure, but during the 4-on-3 for Carolina, it looked like Carolina had a chance that maybe hit the netting in the Anaheim zone. Anaheim comes all the way down. Now that would be reviewable if a puck does not leave the zone where the netting infraction occurs. So I couldn't tell, but it would have been a good goal because that would not have been reviewable because the puck advanced to the other end of the rink.
The way the Canes reacted, Tripp, you're right. They thought it was out of play. But either way, you keep going until you hear the whistle. And the way that these two teams have been flying around the ice, whistles have been at a premium. 1:35 to go here in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. As the Canes have Kotkaniemi, Lawrence, and Martinook on the ice. Now Martinook with a forecheck, pushing the puck along the half wall. Terry has it knocked away by Lawrence. Pesce with a nice keep-in at the point. Lawrence with the puck. His shot off of Fowler. And Terry will pick it up with 70 seconds to go. He'll lose it along the boards, but he'll get some help from Henry. And now the Ducks. Fowler into the Cane zone. Fowler marked by Shea, and he throws the puck to an open point. Carolina will push it to the neutral zone. 54 seconds left here in the second period. Anaheim with possession. Lundstrom. He'll lose it to the Carolina Hurricanes. Svechnikov for a second, and it'll be swatted in for Anderson to play.
Lawrence was shaken up. He went head first into the boards right in front of the Carolina bench on his last shift. He is still on the bench, but in some pain.
We still have 30 seconds to go here in the second period. As Pesce with the puck for Carolina. Trying to move it forward. The bounce back to Pesce. We'll just wrap it in as the Ducks will pick it up, and Jamie Drysdale tries to throw it ahead. He will, but the Canes were waiting for it. Good work there by Natchez, but now Silverberg muscled his way through, and Ian Cole, a spectacular diving play to stop the pass. 1 second left in the period. Aho has it along the boards, but that's where 40 minutes will come to a close. Coming up, it's the PNC Bank second intermission report, and after missing the last 5 games, Brett Pesce will talk things over with Abby Labar. We'll have our showcase game of the night featuring the Metro Division's New York Rangers against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll have second period highlights all coming your way. Well, no goals in the second period, but plenty of action. The Canes penalty killers stood stout, so did Frederik Andersen. It's 1-1 after 40 minutes in Anaheim between the Ducks and Hurricanes.
These two teams going in tied at 1. I asked Rod Brindamore what was making this one close. And he said, well, it's two teams. They're playing really well, and it's a battle out there. There's no doubt about it. He said for them, they just really need to focus on getting more zone time in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Abby, is what it comes down to. And Trip, it starts with winning face-offs, but as you mentioned, zone time puck possession and getting pucks in deep behind the Anaheim defense.
Well, first of all, Carolina against, especially because of Getzlaf, a very good face-off team. Carolina's won 57% of the draws. And even though that it's not a long geographical distance from Las Vegas here to Orange County, the Anaheim area, yesterday was actually a decent travel day, in my opinion. This is hard. I mean, what Carolina's done so far on the road this year, Anaheim in comparison, played against Washington, practiced yesterday. So as Carolina settles in, I do expect this to be their best period of the three they've played so far.
Again, the great work, though, as the third period's underway, done by strength and conditioning coach Bill Burniston and head athletic trainer Doug Bennett, working in concert with the coaching staff. When to push and what to do. It's not daunting as it used to be coming out west, or as daunting, although this Ducks team has been pretty good. Anaheim, winners of 8 in a row. Great stick by Jesper Fast as Troy Terry was still lurking in the back door of the Canes zone, and Canes trying to clear right now. Terry will get a stick to it. Aho will punch it forward, and Jesper Fast will clear the Canes zone, and we've already got 40 seconds gone by here in the third period. Now Getzlaf, he'll leave it. The Mason McTavish show came over the boards at just 18 years old. McTavish, the third overall pick from this year's draft, in the lineup for the Ducks. They were expecting for possibly another rebuild year way in front of their schedule here in Anaheim.
Man, Carolina comes into this game, continue with the road record, 6-1 on the road. I mean, I remember all the years where you felt good if you were 500 on the road and then got it done at home. 6-1.
Now it's Aho with a break on Gibson, bothered from behind. Good play by Fowler, except he got the stick up, and they're going to call a hold here. And the Carolina Hurricanes will go back on the power play for the second time tonight.
Yeah, I think they just call a penalty, not a penalty shot, because Jarvis still had a good opportunity. Looks like a hold to me. Yeah, you see the use of that free hand. Jarvis still had a good opportunity. Well, they're calling a penalty shot. Excuse me, they are calling a penalty shot. Seth Jarvis, first penalty shot in the NHL. I'm never against it when it happens.
Can't wait to see this, and it was Seth Jarvis, so beg your pardon, but again, another opportunity for a breakaway here as Jarvis picks up the puck, crosses the blue line, in on Gibson. Jarvis puts it right into the pads, and Gibson stands strong and makes the save.
This is ideal penalty shot conditions, fresh ice. Just over a minute into the third period. Was Gibson ever patient? Just outweights Jarvis. Jarvis didn't come in with a ton of speed, but went just a little bit east-west, and looking at what he had to look at, didn't look like he had a ton. You never want to make the first move. I talk about it all the time on a breakaway as a goaltender, and you could see just how patient and how virtuous that patience was from John Gibson.
And for Gibson, big save to keep this game locked at 1 apiece. Now the Canes will throw the puck back in as Brady Shea forces Gibson out behind the net. And despite the fact that John Gibson makes the save, the Ducks fans have their protests for the officiating after the penalty shot that was awarded to Jarvis. The Ducks will give the puck away. Carolina will pick it up. Trocheck trying to send this in, and it will roll to Gibson. Gibson uses his paddle to settle it down. Played across for Lindholm. The Ducks try to clear their zone and will. Ethan Bear goes back to touch up the puck. That'll be icing against the Ducks. 17:56 left here in the third.
Would the league ever consider going to, you have a choice of a penalty shot or a 2-minute power play? Fresh ice, a power play that's been clicking at just about 25%. That'd be interesting. It surprised me because I still thought Jarvis had a good shooting opportunity. He was in the clear. You need both criteria to be penalty shot worthy.
That's a good shot as the Canes put one on from a sharp angle. As Martinook slow getting up after putting that shot on Gibson. Not heading to the bench though as the Canes winger. He created a scoring chance off the draw. Now Lawrence waves at it. Martinook in the corner. He and Shattenkirk battling for it. Martinook comes out, gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence's pass deflected away from Bear. But back to pick up the rolling puck is Jacob Slavin. Slavin, his stretch pass for Kokoniemi. Across the ice. Shot is put in, and that'll be deflected out of play as a scoring opportunity there for the Carolina Hurricanes. And let's find out what happened to Jordan Martinook.
Yeah, he actually hit the post from the sharp angle, and he got, I think, hit. Boy, cross-checked with the amplifying enforcement of cross-checking. I mean, that's an area where he doesn't have padding. Fortunately, it looks like he's okay. Surprised that went undetected. By the way, Mahura came over across and right before the whistle made a heck of a play.
Now face-off to the left of Gibson's, won by the Hurricane stall. Opportunity for D'Angelo's shot. That is deflected out of play, and that will give me a chance to tell everybody that ACC men's basketball is in full swing. Virginia hosts Coppin State tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern on Valley Sports South, the Valley Sports app.
Oh, good start to this period despite not being rewarded from the Hurricanes.
It's what you wanted to see, Tripp, as we talked about it in the intermission. You felt they'd come out and play some of their best hockey. So far they have. As the captain, Jordan Stahl, picks up the puck in his own zone. To Jesper Fost. Fost pass for Niederreiter. Batted back into the neutral zone. Carolina's Stahl has to come back over the blue line. He does. And the Ducks get enough of a touch of the puck from Henrique to keep it in. Now it's knocked down. Shattenkirk will get to it. Trying to keep it alive for the Ducks. Rolled to the left of Anderson, and he'll put his glove on it with Getzlaff in the neighborhood. And with all due respect to Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy, the Canes have been road warriors this year. 6-1 on the season. That is the best winning percentage in the league. Capitals at 5-1-2, by the way, Tripp, had an overtime loss in this building the other night, Saturday, against this very, very good Anaheim Ducks team.
Well, they played here Thursday, then they go in and, on Tuesday, they go in and they beat LA last night. Now they have a couple of days off to the Caps right north of here in Los Angeles. 12 of 15, a stretch Carolina is in right now on the road. When you factor in this big trip and home for a couple, and then you go to Western Canada, you have a game on the road in Dallas, sandwich in between, so 12 of 15 with significant travel, Mike, away from home.
Absolutely. And if you were the Carolina Hurricanes with what they have been able to do, nothing seems to faze them, as Rod Brindamore has told us. It's the consistency of his team that's impressed him the most, and now he's gotten to the point where when you're on the road, you play the exact same way at home. That's how they have fashioned together this 6-1 mark away from Raleigh. 12-2 overall on the season. There's 15:45 to go here in the third period. 1-1 hockey game. Carolina and Anaheim. Ducks on that 8-game winning streak. And Carolina streaking down the wing, trying to set up the Trocheck dive through the middle. It was Natchez. Excellent pass that set up Natchez down the wing. Now Slavin's backhander is detected by Sonny Milano. He'll wind it in the Cane zone. Anderson settles it down for Bear. That puck will be kept in. Going after it is Delorier. He gives a bump. Slavin will get to it and flip it to the middle of the ice where Teravainen settles it down. He gets it across for Trocheck. Back to Teravainen. His shot chopped wide. Zegras with the rebound. And Zegras into the Cane zone. Slavin, the smart stick, will deflect that back behind his own net and then go pick it up. Slavin takes a peek, will slide this to the blue line. The Hurricanes needed to change up. Anaheim trying to take advantage of it, but Grant overskated the puck. Now Sam Carrick throws it behind for Sam Steele. The Ducks, Pesci rubs out Steele along the boards. Anaheim go keeping possession out in front. Mahara had the opportunity there, and The Canes will get a stick to it. Kotkaniemi will clear.
Brady Shea, heck of a defensive play. Shea, who led the Hurricanes in ice time through 2 periods.
Now Shea's shot deflects into the slot area, but batted away by Anaheim. The Ducks right back into the Canes' end. Steele. He'll wrap it around Henrique with it. Henrique takes a peek. Pesce with a good stick. It comes through to the slot, and the Canes are able to clear the zone. As Henrique was creating something, Jordan Martinook with a good play to send it back into the Ducks' end. Now Getzlaf into the Carolina zone. Steps by Fost. Gets his pass to Terry. But Jordan Staal will take it away from Troy Terry, and here come the Canes. Niederreiter forcing Gibson out of the net to play it. He plays it right back to the Canes forward. Now Staal has it. Up to the point. Slavin's shot deflected on Gibson, gets a pad to it. Bear jumps in and knocks it to the near boards, but the Ducks will clear. Staal gets a stick to it, but Henrique picks it up, gets a return feed from Getzlaf. Shot doesn't get through as Slavin stood right in front of the Fowler chance, and here comes Carolina. But Staal will just send the puck into the Ducks zone.
Well, that was a consequential block from Slavin because Anaheim, with Fowler jumping in, had a 3-on-2.
Now Ian Cole stands up his man, McTavish. But the Hurricanes will ice the puck with 13 minutes remaining here in the second period.
This was some kind of pass, indirecting it with pace up through the neutral zone from Tony DeAngelo to Natchez. He didn't sell it with his eyes, and then just a better play coming back. Wow, what a heck of a defensive play this was at the end from Drysdale. This guy's already a good player. Drysdale, he can really skate. Super pass from DeAngelo and a better block from Drysdale.
Now Aho out to take the draw for Carolina to the right of Frederik Andersen. It has been an entertaining hockey game despite just 1 goal aside. Plenty of chances. We've seen a penalty shot for Seth Jarvis that John Gibson got the better of. The Canes have had solid play here. And now there's the man who made that pass that you liked so much, Tony DeAngelo, circling in his own end. DeAngelo, he's got plenty of time, doesn't like what he sees from the Ducks, so why not wait for an opening? He finds it for Aho, who gets the puck to Svechnikov, right back to Aho. Aho looks for Jarvis across. That shot hits the side of the net. Now Jarvis trying to deflect it. He'll get to it. Back behind the net, it's Svechnikov. You know what he's thinking about there, but instead he'll lay the puck off for Jarvis. Now DeAngelo, his drive doesn't get through. It'll be picked up by Svechnikov to DeAngelo. This one gets through, but right into the logo of John Gibson. 12:02 to go here in the third period. Still knotted at 1 in Anaheim. NHL games for Seth Jarvis, and I feel we're running out of superlatives.
Well, when I think about his last couple of games that he's playing with Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov, he's playing against top players for the other team. He spent a lot of tonight playing against the Getzlaf line, along with Henrique, a fellow veteran, and Troy Terry, 16-game point streak, and the top 2 defensive pairings for the Anaheim Ducks. So it gets even tougher for Seth Jarvis, and he's shown once again that he's up for it. Had a penalty shot that he drew that nearly gave Carolina the lead earlier in this period.
And he's not afraid to show the offensive flair. 7 shot attempts, 4 that have gotten on goal. And he's skated over 2 miles already in this contest, as we showed you on our Valley Sports South graphics. Thanks for joining us here. Canes After Dark on the East Coast, along with Trip Tracy and Abby LeBar and our fantastic Valley Sports crew. Icing coming up here against the Ducks. Appreciate you joining us here tonight.
Good hockey game. And now Carolina causes an icing. Let's see if Trocheck can win this draw. No doubt which dot he is picking. And let's see what happens if he can win this thing. Teravainen, who is along the wall on the wings.
Well, he does win the draw clean. Get it back to Pesce. Now Natchez, his drive is into the equipment of Drysdale. It'll come back for Shea. His shot goes just wide, and it'll carry him all the way down into the Canes end.
Yeah, what I was going to say is because Teravainen, if he comes up high, he's not in a one-time position. So that's why the winger in the middle of the ice, Natchez, came up high, and he was in a one-timing spot.
Now Natchez, he'll wrap one, deflects it out in front. Couldn't connect with Trocheck. Puck finds its way back to Natchez. Now Hampus Lindholm goes to clear. He'll get help from his friends as the Ducks have an escape room, and now working their way into the Canes zone was a Trevor Zegras move, showing why he is one of the favorites to be the Rookie of the Year. He just put on a, as the kids would say, sick mitts display, but nothing coming of it. Now Svechnikov tries to clear it, his own blue line can't. Now the Canes will.
He's a product, Zegras, of Avon Old Farms.
Now here comes Svechnikov. His shot goes above the net of Gibson. A high rising wrister as Svechnikov was looking to pick the corner. Canes with a turnover. Getting down in front. Svechnikov with the opportunity. Jarvis waits. Gibson with the save. Still loose. They'll score! A bouncing puck finds its way past John Gibson. And from the reaction, Seth Jarvis has his third goal of the season.
Yeah, it is a Jarvis time for Seth. By far, the best sequence of the night for Andrei Svechnikov. After Zegras had a heck of an opportunity, Aho starts the chain reaction of Jarvis-ness, reaching out, causing the turnover, and then you have the puck support, you have the willingness to get to the middle of the ice, and as he is going below the goal line, Jarvis, it may seem subtle, but he just gets the puck back to the net and then has puck luck on his side. This was outstanding stuff. Boy, the chemistry between all three of these players.
Now the Ducks coming right back as the shot snapped on by Manson, and Anderson makes the save. And if you believe in the hockey gods, they owed one to Seth Jarvis for the two that were taken away from him. Well, that one, he gets the bounce, and now Frederik Andersen handles a lazy pop fly and will catch that. 10:06 remaining here in the third period. 2-1 Canes lead.
Well, you have to dial it back to Zegras' chance, which was highlight reel-esque, and he just missed on Freddie Andersen. So what could have been a lead for the Anaheim Ducks. Off comes Aho. He starts the play. He's your centerman. Follow-up from Svechnikov. Svechnikov had the initial chance on the rush, but just getting to that loose puck in the hockey sense. He's below the goal line. Give it a chance. And he gets the redirection.
Jarvis, who had the game-winning goal in Vegas, has put the Canes up here in the third period in Anaheim. 2-1, Carolina with the lead. We're a little bit more than halfway through the third period. As Fowler's attempt doesn't get through. Shea in front of the net with Henrique. We're fighting for it. Fowler will keep the puck in. Good work by the Canes. And Jesper Fast finishes off that work by knocking the puck out of the Canes zone, but right back in is Troy Terry. He snaps a shot, but Pesce uses that stick to knock it over the glass and out of play. And the Kings host the Hurricanes on Bally Sports South in the road so far. A win in Vegas and a 2-1 lead right now in Anaheim for the Carolina Hurricanes. But out in front, and opportunity is chopped by Delorier, and Anderson gets a pad to that. Now it'll be handled by Manson. He'll throw it all the way back for his defensive partner, Fowler, who gives chase. 9:15 remaining here in the third.
Shea got just enough of that shot from Delorier.
Now Shea stands up at his own blue line, forcing the turnover. Trying to get the puck to Teravainen, but Fowler cuts it off. Long pass up for Milano from Fowler. We'll get some help from Manson. Get to the Canes blue line and go further. Teravainen, all alone in the Duck zone, has to get some help. And will the Canes send it right back in? Gibson will settle it down. Seth Jarvis' third goal of the season. And second in as many games has staked Carolina to a 2-1 lead here in Anaheim. Ducks, though, have had plenty of opportunities. Frederik Andersen has been stellar again for the Canes as DeAngelo punches the puck to Kotkaniemi. Martinuk, skating like his hair is on fire, goes after it. Carolina tries to keep it in. DeAngelo gets a stick, will send it in on Gibson. Gibson will settle the puck. Work it around to Hampus Lindholm. That'll work up to Mason McTavish. The 18-year-old will find Jamie Drysdale, but a turnover is Svechnikov with the puck. Storms across, trying to find Slavin, but Silverberg with a good stick, detecting that pass, stopping the Canes' chance. The puck now finds the middle of the ice, and Drysdale will send this into the Canes zone. Carolina waiting for it as the Ducks were making a change. Now working the puck with a little deflection off of Jarvis into the Duck zone. Aho gives it a look. Bear with the keep-in. His shot goes off of Henrique right back to Bear. He was trying to snap for the corner just wide of Gibson, kept in by Aho. Now Ducks will get it up to Henrique. He can't get the puck in deep. Aho will cut it off and get it to Bear. 7:15 remaining here in the third period. Now Niederreiter deflects it into the Anaheim zone. Fowler will take a peek and move the puck for the Ducks.
What an opportunity here. 7 minutes to play to end the team's red-hot 8-game winning streak. I mean, that would just add another bullet point of impressiveness to Carolina so far this year.
Canes watching the Ducks storm into their zone. Good work by Lawrence. Now still working around the chances. Put right on by Zegras. Anderson out in front, and he robs Mahara. Oh, Frederik Andersen ready for that chance.
Wow, what a shift from Zegras. He hasn't been rewarded, but he has had blazing speed here in this period. He creates the initial chance, and then the follow-up from Mahura, defenseman jumping down. You look at Zegras right before Jarvis gave Carolina their second lead of the night, and then there, starting his shift using the back of the net, he's fun to watch.
Zegras is coming off of 2 consecutive multi-goal games. Frederik Andersen equal to the task there. And the rebound save just as impressive. Now Zegras keeping the puck in. Canes will flip it out. They get work from Teravainen, sending it across for Natchez. Too far. Trocheck with a back check. We'll get to it. The Ducks are offside. So Trocheck has time to work the puck to Ian Cole. Cole, the Ducks looked offside, but they'll rule it onside. Keeping it in now. Zegras will lose the puck off of Teravainen.
Boy, excellent job getting Andersen a 6-day break. You get a win from Lyon, a win from Ronta during that break, and Freddie has been fresh tonight.
Now it's Anaheim. Trying to set it up, cross pass. Cross ice's Lindholm was sneaking in from his defensive position. Carolina will just wrap this one into the Anaheim zone. Lindholm had a wide open net, couldn't connect on the pass. Now this shot put right on by Drysdale. The young defenseman showed his offensive skill. Chance from Lindholm is blocked down by Kotkaniemi. He will deliver this into the Duck zone. Stahl got to stick to it, but overskated it. And Anaheim sends it right back into the Canes end, but too far. Icing with 5:28 remaining here in the third.
I mean, in an Olympic year, you'll be competing for Denmark. I mean, to find him a pocket of 6 days off and to get wins from Alex Lyon, huge win at home before you hit the road, and then Antti Ranta. I mean, that is, you had 3 goaltenders that gave you wins last year in no particular order, and Nedeljkovic and Reimer was playing very well, and Mrazek. You've already had 3 this year.
Now Slavin's shot is put right on Gibson, deflected into the corner. Zaho for Svechnikov. Good work by Svechnikov. He'll snap one, and Gibson makes the save off the side of the net. Now Slavin back below the goal line for Aho. Svechnikov and Aho play with it. Now Jarvis stick right in the right spot, pushing it through, and Gibson will settle that one down and keep the pad on top of it. The Carolina Hurricanes' outstanding rookie, Seth Jarvis, puts one off of the veteran goaltender of Anaheim, and the Canes have a 2-1 lead late in the third. Well, Tripp, it's your word, but he has been Jarvis again tonight. Seth Jarvis coming off of the third period in Vegas where he had the game-winning goal tonight. The go-ahead goal as well, and 8 shots on goal for the 19-year-old.
Yeah, I think I have to give 48-hour credit to that Jarvis reference to our dear friend Adam Gold back in Raleigh. After 48 hours.
He's asleep right now. You can take credit for it.
I just gave him full credit. After 48 hours, I'll plagiarize, but that was really good stuff from Adam Gold and all sorts of magnificent stuff from Mr. Jarvis-ness.
Now the Canes looking to add to their 2-1 lead here as we're under 5 minutes in this third period. Carolina looking to do something that no one has done in November this year, and that's beat the Ducks, as Anaheim is on an 8-game heater. Now Slavin with the puck at the blue line. He'll try to shovel it for Trocheck, who will get to it. Now played along the boards for Natchez. Back to Slavin. Now around the nets, Teravainen. He'll try to get to it. He'll give the puck away, and now the Ducks, Getzlaf. His long pass deflected into the Kane zone, but deflected on the wrong side of center ice, so icing against Anaheim. 4:14 remaining in the third.
Yeah, Carolina's caused a couple of icing plays. The last time they did it, Trocheck took the draw on the other side. Now Jordan Stahl's going to. Have the forecheck be your best friend here with a 1-goal lead, because you're looking at any time here in the next couple of minutes upon offensive zone entry that the Ducks can lift Gibson.
Stahl wins the draw. Back to Cole. Stahl will work it for D'Angelo. Into the corner for Fost. This is the line you want out there if you want a forecheck trip of Stahl, Niederreiter, and Fost. Now Niederreiter's shot. That deflects off of a stick and will go out of play as Fowler got out on Niederreiter.
Two excellent decisions at the offensive blue line from Tony D'Angelo, recognizing the current state of the union of this game. You win the draw. If you're tied or you're losing, he's getting a puck to the net or he's making a play. He just keeps it moving. Eventually below the goal line to Fost, then makes a nice little pocket play. Unfortunately, the shot gets deflected into the netting. And Jordan Stahl's line's going to stay on the ice. Why wouldn't they? I mean, they are your heavy threesome here. They've won a ton of draws to see if your forecheck can continue to run the football.
Canes have won 32 of 58 draws, now make it 33 of 59, and Stahl wins it. Gets the puck down low for Niederreiter behind the net. Back up top, or it'll be Shea punching it below the goal line. Pesce will keep it in. Canes just kind of playing ring around the rosy with it as Shea drifts in from his defensive position. Gets it to Stahl, right back to Shea. Behind the net. Shea now trying to play it out front. It'll go into the corner. Lindholm will settle it down. Now the Ducks looking to clear, but an errant pass will find Brett Pesce. Pesce will put it right back into the Anaheim zone. And Gibson leaves it behind the net. The Ducks starting away. Lundstrom flips it into the Kane zone, off the boards, but Bear is there quickly, and the Canes have the room to get it out, and they do. Svechnikov off the boards. Jarvis trying to connect with Aho. That was just a moment away from being a pretty setup. Now Jarvis will get it across. Slavin to Svechnikov. Aho getting pucks in deep. Tripp mentioned a huge key at the second intermission. Get pucks deep and get the forecheck going. Canes have been doing that.
Coming right back with a Jordan Stahl line after that big, heavy, sustained forecheck.
Now the Canes, Stahl couldn't get it past Shattenkirk. Second opportunity to do so. Shattenkirk and Niederreiter tangled just inside the Canes blue line. Puck goes into the corner. Bear does great work sealing his man. Carolina will come away with a puck. Jacob Slavin with a couple of long strides and will flip this one into the corner, but looks like Carolina will be called for offside with 2:17 remaining here in the third period. 2-1 Canes lead, and we will be keeping an eye on when John Gibson will be heading to the bench, and perhaps right now.
Where is this draw going to be? It's going to stay in the neutral zone, but just outside the Carolina defensive blue line, and Gibson will have to return. This is an important faceoff, and this is a tough one for Trocheck. Let's see on his tougher side if he can go toe-to-toe with Getzlaf.
Trocheck 11 of 22 tonight in the circle. Shattenkirk will get to the puck, send it in. Jordan Stahl 13 of 18 on draws tonight for Carolina. And now Natchez in a skate race for Fowler for the puck. And Cam Fowler will cut him off. Second opportunity is Teravainen will flip the puck in. Gibson will take a look. Under 2 minutes remaining here in Anaheim. A 2-1 lead. Thanks to Seth Jarvis's third goal of the season. Now a long breakout pass. We'll see if Gibson, he will head to the bench right now. Anderson will get to the puck, play it around for Natchez. Natchez heads up. He's going to send this the link to the ice with Gibson on the bench, and that'll be icing against the Hurricanes with 98 seconds remaining here in Anaheim.
Really good, clean handle from Anderson. And you don't mind when a guy goes for the empty net, but I thought Natchez could have made a better play here. Really good handle from Anderson with pressure coming, and they just had some time. And now you have Getzlaf. Chance to win that he and Trocheck go at each other again here.
Ryan Getzlaf had his 1,000th point the other night, wins the draw back. Empty net for the Ducks. 6-on-5 attack as Getzlaf has his pass deflected away all the way back into the Anaheim zone. Shattenkirk has to play it away from Natchez. Now Teravainen bothering Troy Terry. A minute 15 remains here in Anaheim in the third period. Now Shattenkirk. He'll gain the red line, put it into the Kane zone. Pesce trying to get a stick to it. It'll pop to the slot. Puck comes free. Carolina gets to it. Skating into the neutral zone. A backhand chance put on there by Natchez. Wide of the empty net. Less than 60 seconds remaining here. Natchez had a good look at that chance. Missed the net, and now Zegras trying to get into the Kane zone. Zegras leaves his skates. Anderson gets to it. He's going to send it the length of the ice. Fowler makes a save at his own blue line. That one seemed destined for the net. The Canes with a turnover, and Jesper Fast hits the post. Looked like that one was going to the back of the net. 30 seconds remaining here in Anaheim. Now Aho trying to get to the puck. It comes free to Terry. Terry into the Canes end. Getting it across for Milano. Puck will be batted high into the air. 15 seconds left here in the third period. Fowler has to retreat. Ducks have to tag up. They're onside. 10 seconds left. Fowler crosses the Canes blue line. Leaves it back. Shot wide of the Anderson net. Hits the empty net. And now Svechnikov has it with 1 second. No time on the clock. No empty net goals for the Canes, but a 2-1 win in Anaheim.
Boy, this dazzling hockey team just continues to impress. Couple of chances at the empty netter. I thought Anderson might get one. Natchez just misses. But when I look at stopping the Anaheim Ducks' 8-game winning streak, I have to point to those 2 successful penalty kills, tie game in the second period. And eventually Jarvis gets the game winner, his second game winner of the trip. This is one fun hockey team to cover right now.
When the Canes win with the 2 points in the standings, the victory will not only help